Welcome in to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Welcome into this gorgeous Saturday morning here in sunny Colorado, 7 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, Saturday, August 23rd. Is it Saturday or is it Saturn Day? Today, we are going to cover some very interesting things. Of course, tomorrow is our son's day. We're going to cover some very interesting things here today concerning the case being concluded, the XRP case being concluded. Excuse me. Now, some of these things we are revisiting, which is simply fine. Understand that in the crypto space, you always want to tap that like and subscribe down at the bottom. And hit our Caleb affiliate Caleb link as well. Now, in the crypto space, you want to be very careful. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You could lose your shirt, your pants, your underwear, your shoes, everything in crypto. Be very careful. You could also gain a lot of money in crypto. Now, can't you? It's not financial advice. We like to do that. That's the latter part here on the channel. And it's not financial advice. You're going to have to just see what happens as you follow us along for just a bit. and see what coins we like and see where these coins go, what coins we've always liked. Since 6 years ago to 5 to 4 to maybe 3 on a few of these. And in fact, just a couple of weeks ago, purchased a bunch of, not financial advice, don't buy or sell anything because what we say or do on the channel, some Fetch AI and a couple of other ones and some more ICP and, things like this. Never financial advice. My bags are essentially packed concerning crypto at this point. I don't think I will be purchasing any more crypto until perhaps a bear market that comes, I may. We'll have to see. Anyway, folks want to know what I like. And by the way, welcome into Crypto Info. Good morning. Welcome in this morning. I like XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Quant, IOTA, Algo, VeChain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Sui, Caspa, Pepe for memes, Shiba for memes, Shiba Inu, and Dogecoin for memes. The world will jump in on these. They will be my exit liquidity, not financial advice, and not trying to be CC. What changes for holders and exchanges? Let's cover this quickly here. Quick promise to the audience. Here today, I will tell you very quickly here that we are going to make this short and sweet. This is not a big deal. We already know all of this. I am reminding us here. July 23rd, federal judge ruled that XRP itself is not a security and that retail trades of XRP on exchanges or programmatic sales, as they call them, programmatic sales, were not securities transactions, but some Ripple sales to institutions were. The court issued remedies, $125 million civil penalty and injunctive limits focused on institutional style XRP sales only, institutional style. The court rejected the SEC's request for massive disgorgement and interest. I love it. In 2025, after back and forth over lowering the penalty, the court left the $125 million penalty and injunction in place, and the parties dismissed their appeals, closing the case, having us all jump up and down. Result: retail trading of XRP and exchanges remains not securities transaction. Institutional sales by Ripple must follow securities rules. Okay, so that's the headline. Let's unpack this whole thing now. The timeline and how we got here, dates and decisions. Of course, December 22nd, 2020. How interesting. What an interesting day that is. And what a great birthday present for me, of course, on that day. How cool. Welcome in, guys. Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Tap that like and subscribe now down below. All right, the SEC sued Ripple, Garlinghouse, and Larson, claiming XRP sales were unregistered securities offerings dating back years. This triggered widespread USD listings and fear across the market. Now, July 13th, 2023, which we all remember very well, of course. July 13th, 2023, landmark summary judgment ruling. Judge Annalisa Torres ruled 3 key things. 1, programmatic sales on exchanges were not offers or sales of investment contracts. Number 2, other distributions like employer developer grants were not investment contracts. And number 3, certain institutional sales by Ripple were unregistered securities offerings. So they're going to handle that. This is the core legal clarity retail investors and exchanges, of course, need. And October 19th to the 20th, 2023, the SEC dropped the executive claims. The SEC voluntarily dismissed its aided and abetting claims against Garlinghouse and Larson, removing the need for a jury trial against the individuals. We remember when that happened, of course. We also remember on August 7th, 2024, remedies order, the court imposed $125 million civil penalty and injunction relief addressing future institutional style sales. Importantly, the court denied the SEC's push for nearly $1 billion plus of disgorgement in interest. This signaled penalties, yes, but narrow and targeted to institutional sales. Now, March 2025, as we remember, the endgame news reports covered efforts to reduce the penalty to $50 million during settlement talks. We remember that ultimately Judge Torres declined to alter the prior judgment, and the public record reflects the $125 million penalty and injunction standing as the final outcome, with appeals dropped and the civil case closed as of now. Now, what changed for retail holders concerning this whole thing? Buying and selling XRP on U.S. exchanges, of course, not a security transaction. By the way, welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Welcome, guys. Now, buying and selling XRP in U.S. exchanges is not a security transaction for the regular folk now. And on July 23rd, a ruling explicitly said generalized retail exchange trades did not involve an investment contract. So buyers on an anonymous order book couldn't reasonably know if they were transacting with Ripple, which undermined the expectation of profit from Ripple's efforts, of course. With that mosquito sucking on my face. No, thank you. That's why secondary market trades got clarity concerning this whole thing. Now, practical effects for holders, major U.S. exchanges felt comfortable relisting or continued to relist XRP after the ruling. We're going to see more, by the way, coming up here, in my opinion. Retail users can trade XRP without the exchange needing to treat it like a registered security. Now, your normal tax treatment as property crypto remains the same, of course, and the case didn't change tax law at all. So the court's injunctions are on Ripple's institutional style sales, not on retail holders trading XRPs. Does not affect us. Risks that remain still, market risk and volatility, of course, are still real. The ruling didn't guarantee price outcomes, of course, and why would it? And any future legislation could refine rules industry-wide, but the current court record favors retail trading clarity for XRP, particularly moving forward, and I think we can all agree. Now, what changed for the exchanges? Legal comfort in secondary market listing, of course, because the court found programmatic sales on exchanges, not investment contracts. That makes them breathe easy, of course, and U.S. exchange gains strong legal footing to list XRP without treating it like a registered security now. Pretty important concerning price action for XRP. By the way, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy. Please tap that like and subscribe down below. And please know I am not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Do not buy or sell anything because of what we say or do on the channel, because crypto is super risky and totally could lose everything in crypto. So be careful. Now, what exchanges still must do at this point in time? KYC, know your customer, of course, AML, anti-money laundering, full Bank Secrecy Act, FinCEN, obviously anti-terrorist, all that stuff. Everything they have to do, all those obligations continue to provide the safest transactional practices they can. Market integrity, concerns surveillance, wash trade monitoring, and fair dealing policies, and these all still remain critical, of course. Now, state licensing, money transmitter, and other state-level requirements still apply. None of that changed, of course, and they don't need a securities license, of course, to list XRP in the same way they would for a stock, which is very interesting to me. Now, institutional versus retail distinction, of course, matters. If an exchange were helping Ripple conducted a covered institutional sale securities rules, This could implicate, by the way, well, it could. It doesn't necessarily. See, a lot of this stuff, guys, is a gray area to me. I think that moving forward, here, let's go. Let's continue with the rest of this. But in my opinion, a lot of this is still gray area. And gray area, I don't mean as far as the case. The judge made it clear, and they dropped it. I don't mean in terms of that. I mean in terms of sentiment. I'm curious to see where this all goes. I'm not saying that it won't be good for us. Why the judge drew a line between retail and institutional sales and cited Ripple's effort. Programmatic retail trades on anonymous order books are different. Buyers don't know the seller, and the court found that they couldn't reasonably rely. A careful answer here. The court did not say XRP is a security. It said some transactions involving XRP were securities transactions, institutional deals, okay, and others were not, retail exchange trades and other distributions. This transaction-based approach, though, is now a major precedent in U.S. crypto law, and we love it, and we're ready to move forward here now. What does this mean for liquidity and assets? After the 2020 complaint, U.S. liquidity dried up as exchanges delisted XRP, but post-2023 ruling and the final 2025 closure, liquidity has improved because venues can confidently, of course, list XRP again. Better liquidity improves price discovery and reduces slippage for retail, of course, amongst other strengthening depth for all. Next, exchange integral products, of course, coming this fall and into Q1, Q2 2026, and international rails and corridors laying down some ODL usage now. And the bottom line, of course, for you beginners who are out here, and this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, I am simply all of us. I think it's obvious why all of this matters, of course, because we are at a phase here now. Let me get this full screen. Is ready to take off like we have not seen before, and some of these other coins. And I'm going to jump to our share screen, and grab our cryptocurrency market cap today. Cryptocurrency market cap. Bitcoin, well, cryptocurrency is at 3.99 trillion. Bitcoin made its jump from being down, I think, somewhere at 111,000 yesterday. 6 points into the 0.35% on the day. Could Ethereum, does it even this time around? Giving us an extended, massive bull run. A massive bull run. You have to say it like that in crypto when you say it. When you say massive. Coming in under $1, another major coin coming in under $1, another major coin to watch. Not financial advice. So is Chainlink. Look at the all on Chainlink. Look at its all-time high over here. Chainlink, $52. That's a 2x for Chainlink. That's a 2x for Chainlink. If she goes a couple of few X's past all-time high, that's a 3-4x, ish. Stellar Lumen coming in at 40. I don't know what you're doing in crypto. What are you doing? There's really nobody else doing it besides Caleb and Brown. And when you see what they are and what they do and what I mean, boy, might want to get eyes on that. That's a suggestion. It's not financial advice. Let's check the XRP movement. We are not trading as much as we've been trading in the past days. Because 3 days ago, if we remember, we were trading 500,000. Then we traded about up to 2 that were 200K. Are we noticing a pattern? Why would that happen? Riddle me that one. Somebody let me know in the comments why you think that might happen. Over the past 3 days, we have seen a significant drop to the tune of 3 days ago as they were trading 500,000 in a minute, and then 200,000 yesterday, and now 100,000 today. What's it going to be tomorrow? What's going on with that? That's interesting to me. Guys, please tap like and subscribe. Marty, welcome in into the comment section. Welcome back. Welcome in everybody else to Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. If you want to tap like and subscribe, fine. Not going to stop you. Here's the deal. XRP is not stopping. And then we'll close this baby up for you. Those of you getting in here. Of course, it is Saturday morning. This guy's wacky. I get out here at 7 a.m. every morning, rain or shine. Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday, whatever it is, every day. Every day of the week. Today, besides what we've covered thus far, I would like to cover, we see post case, but I would like to cover, please, what is happening with Gemini on the 25th of August, as I'm sure many of you have probably seen the X post. I find that very interesting that Gemini is putting out a MasterCard that allows you to spend your XRP. What kind of move is that? Now, Matt, now Gemini, now the Winklevoss got the Bitcoin, and now they try to capture XRP now too? Now what's going on here, kids? Be paying attention. Now, what if it's too much now? That's taxable event now. What is going on in this crypto space? Do you guys remember Taylor Swift at her concert was taking? Why? I don't think so, but they do separate you from your XRP because you spend an XRP on the card, you don't have it anymore once you spend it. They sell it at market price at that time. So, and if it's too, I'm pretty sure we could have a taxable event, and I don't know why my screen is frozen. Oh, I know why, because probably Gemini doesn't like what I'm saying. And neither does YouTube. This doesn't make any sense. I like to put pieces together. My screen is completely freezing, of course. Yeah, how funny. Isn't that kind of silly? Why would you do that? Why would you spend, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. Please tap like and subscribe down below. Riddle me this. Why would somebody use a Gemini card and spend their XRP? Oh, wait, what? Why would you do that? That don't make no sense. You try to spend your XRP and use it as money? Wait, what? Now, hang on. Some things in the world make me go, no, wait, what? Why is nobody going, wait, what? I saw on, oh, I know why, because my internet is not doing well. So I don't understand this. This is rather interesting to me that Gemini would put out a card. I was going to grab my seat, but I think I should cover this. I find it rather funny that Gemini puts out an XRP, MasterCard puts out a credit card with Gemini. Are you kidding me? No. Not financial advice. I'm speaking for myself. I will not do this. Get out of here, mosquito. Why would I do that? Why would I be spending my XRP on a credit card? What the hell are you doing? What? How is this a good thing? Somebody riddle me this. All right. I'm going to go crazy if I don't stop the program. I really don't have anything else for you today. I could go to a million things. We have some viewers in this morning. Welcome. Not much happening in the comments section, and we're through with the episode anyway. So those of you who got out a little bit later this morning, please check us out and hop back. Earlier on, you have found Frank the Crypto Tank, Professor Tank for this portion. Crypto info, blockchain made easy-ish. Never going to be super easy. I hope you guys have an awesome Saturday. I'm all pumped up. I really don't care that nobody joined us in here this morning. I still love you all. And my regulars, I didn't see you, but it doesn't matter. This is what I do, rain or shine, every single day. And I'm so thrilled when you do join me in. So I hope you guys are back in tomorrow, which is Sunday morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Crypto info, blockchain made easy with Frank the Knucklehead Crypto Tank. Tap like and subscribe, and do not forget to tap our Caleb affiliate link down below because that helps us. And you need to know about Caleb or you're not playing crypto right or properly. In my opinion, not a financial advisor. See ya. Have a good day. Later, y'all.